What's up, Star Family? Welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. This is your astrology forecast for Taurus season. So first video with the collective energy reading. We're going to look at the snapshot of the stars, the placement, and see what's up with Taurus season 2025. Vintage 2025. Oh, yeah. Well, if you didn't know, this is not my first language, but welcome. Okay, if you're new to the channel, please remember to sprinkle some love on those videos by liking, subscribing, and if you don't want to miss a reading, hit that notification bell. So after the snapshot of the sky, we're going to look at all the prediction for each zodiac sign using tarot cards. Let's rock and roll. All right, let's look at the sun entering Taurus 0 degree. What stands out, first of all, is that the fact that the sun, when you're working with the sun, you're working with the activation of your inner sight, how you perceive yourself, your self-awareness, your higher consciousness. And when it's in Taurus, you're going to be connected to the large intestine when you make the connection with traditional Chinese medicine. Yes, that's something that I truly love to deep dive in, which is the association of how the stars, how the planets, and the zodiac archetypes are moving through our chakra line, how moving us. Okay, this is why we're feeling things at a collective level and individually, because we are moved by the movement of the cosmos. That means here, the large intestine is very much about our sense of worth, a sense of deservingness. And as far as the light work of Taurus, this is about holding the divine light, okay? Aries is setting the grid for creation. It's kind of like creating that space for what you want to materialize. But then the second step is to be able to hold that field. So with Taurus season here, there is an invitation to really be supportive to ourselves through self-love, through deservingness. And especially here, because it's in the 6th house, there's going to be a lot of self-worth, self-love that is going to come at play. And why I'm saying this as well is because there is this friction, this red line between the sun and Mars in Leo. If some of you haven't watched my Mars in Leo Recreate Your Reality astrology forecast, I strongly suggest it. This is a very powerful reading as far as the invitation of Mars. Mars is helping with the nervous system upgrade, your iOS, okay? I'm going to put the link up there and in the video description if you don't see it here. Sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know why. YouTube, why? Okay. And then there is another square between the sun and Pluto. Pluto in Aquarius in those degrees are very much about the law of resonance. What you do and what you say in this case, because it's 3rd house energy, what you say to yourself on a daily basis is going to be highly manifested in your reality. And why I say this highly manifested, because there is together those 3 planets that are creating this half a square to the sun. Breakthrough energy, T square, okay, volatile energy as far as the realization, hey, if I'm saying this to myself, if I'm rehearsing certain affirmation, if I'm rehearsing certain beliefs, if I keep on telling myself this and that, not only my cells, all my cells are hearing this, but it creates a whole network that travels through my nervous system and that allows me to manifest it. Kind of like, your third eye just being that beacon of light, okay? So strong energy of how your beliefs are setting up the grid, your inner grid, your physical grid, okay? Into casting out that field of materialization. Very, very magnetic Taurus season, vintage 2025, don't you think? Now, when I just said and ask you, don't you think? was like, why am I saying think? Because I know, as far as someone that works with the psychology of our feelings, that I usually ask, don't you feel? But in our case here, with this Taurus season, there is a specific moon placement that is very much about the power of our mind and focus that is at play. The moon here in Capricorn is squaring Chiron. Chiron is our deepest wound, soul wound, the wounded healer. And it has been dancing with the sun, now starting to be a little apart. With the sun and Chiron, when they were merged, there should have been some realization about certain patterns. I think I saw someone sharing actually on the YouTube channel something about the way they were comparing themselves and how they were keeping themselves from moving with their impulse and their creativity because there was a lot of comparison. That is the illustration, perfect illustration of realizing certain things that we do to ourselves that are keeping us from self-expressing authentically without censorship. So here, that friction with the Chiron moon that should have had some type of illumination. There's going to be a sacred fire with the moon. The moon in tarot is the high priestess. This is your gateway to channel, okay? And you will be, in Taurus season, able to channel higher ways to speak about your beliefs, especially about yourself, because this is a moon in the second house, and that means Taurus energy, the house of your beliefs, the light that you can hold about what you truly believe about yourself. So there's going to be a sacred fire. That means a little friction. There is a request from the universe to grow out of certain patterns with this. And what I love is, as a result, there is this blue line energy here, sextile, that connects the moon to the rising, who you are becoming. And that placement of Scorpio there is very much about your intention. So when you start casting out certain intentions, okay, you might see the triggers from your past wounds. But with Taurus season, there is a cosmic push to transcend those past patterns and to be able to find the right communication skills, the right way to put your focus, especially inward. I think it was this morning, actually, I was really tapping into a certain pattern for this. I thought it was just for this day or my next week or whatever, but now I'm realizing I was tapping into Taurus season here. As far as waking up in the first 20 minutes is very important. So forget about your phone. I know personally I like to put my headphones and I like to put some certain frequencies and play certain alignment or rehearse certain affirmations to start the day. So there was priming before starting the day, and then there is, an afternoon, and then journaling at night. So there was certain things here in Taurus season that was coming up. And what was interesting in the recording that happened to find, how things come up, your algorithm, it was mentioning how there were certain studies that showed how the brain was shifting its frequency, its brainwave, its state, when the focus was on the self versus others. Okay, so there might be here in Taurus season a great upgrade as far as your potential to magnetize and attract everything that is meant for you, because your intention is more inward and is more about improving how you feel, your life, but especially this day-to-day awareness that you catching yourself from the old patterns, because that's going to be an energy that is going to be felt. Like every time you're going to have those thoughts, they're going to be a little bit more highlighted than usual for Taurus season because of that sacred friction, okay? And as a result, when that shows up, override and affirm. Maybe some of you just have like a to-go way to affirm and move away from the old patterns, okay? Now you'll feel this pull towards your desires, towards the things that you want to manifest, especially through Taurus season because of this green line. That's a line of tension. That's a quincunx, 150 degrees. And that's stemming from this whole cluster where we have Venus, Saturn, the collective North Node, we have Neptune, and we have Mercury that is aiming at your midheaven, the public life. In specific degrees of Leo, they're very much about amplifying, multiplying the things that you want to manifest. So there's going to be this strong push and pull, this strong electromagnetic field of your desires, but also of your blueprint, your soul's purpose that is going to be calling you through Taurus season. So make sure you're using your focus well. This is going to be where the challenge is, because in order to maintain the field of this soul's purpose, this soul's realization, you need to put your focus into the right direction, into the right mindset, mind state. If some of you have trouble with this, I have in my vibrational pharmacy, okay, clear and boost your mindset frequency. This helps with the binaural beats, okay, in order to clear your auric field, clear some of the noise, everything for the first 10 minutes. And then the last 10 minutes, I'm adding certain frequencies to help boost dopamine, serotonin, all the happy hormones in the brain. So from that space, you can start being more creative, more receptive, more in alignment with your intuition and your creative flow. I'm going to put the link up there and also in the video description if this doesn't work. Again, I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Thank you, by the way, for the ones that leave me comments and let me know so I don't look like a goofball, which I can't help so much. So anyway, more than that. Right. I think that's it for the astrology part. We're going to jump into the tarot and we are going to ask how to stay magnetic throughout Taurus season. I feel that's a good theme here because of all the things we've talked about. Let's start with Taurus. Okay, my dear Taurus, let's look at your energy cards for staying magnetic throughout your season. After all, it's your birthday season, so shouldn't be hard. Okay, we'll see. We have the Sage. Ooh, I like this. Taurus, use your mind wisely. Focus your light, your life force onto the things that you want to manifest. There's a lot of wisdom that, as it's going to be your birthday season, you're closing a whole cycle and you're entering a new one that is much wiser. And that will open up gateways of manifestation. And let's see what else. You got me curious. I thought I was just going to pull one card, Taurus, but with your birthday and y'all. Let's do it. We have, look, perfect with your emotions. I feel as some of you, you've really evolved in the way you relate to yourself, the way you tell your own story. There's a lot of wisdom from having healed your emotions. And as a result, look at this, the King of Earth. Yes, that means materialization, steadfastness into your goals. You're showing us, Taurus, in your season, how to use your mind wisely, and how to self-master your emotions so you can manifest everything that you want, everything that is meant for you, everything that was always fated and destined for you to manifest. Hi Gemini, let's look at how to stay magnetic throughout this Taurus season. We've looked at the planets and everything that we're going to be called to up level, upgrade. Let's see what's up with you for this season. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Earth. Look at you planting seeds. What are you planting? Something, you know, with the blood here, it feels some hard work, something that is dear to your heart that has been planted. Let's see if we're reaping, or is it something new? Let's see what the cards are saying is happening for you in Taurus season. Okay. All right. Yes. You have the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Fire here. And what I love is the alignment. Through Taurus season, my dear Gemini, some of the seeds of intention that you've planted, and through your dedicated effort to stay on focus with the things you want to materialize versus the thing you don't want to materialize, this is where the game is changing for you, okay? Because Gemini has this duality. It's an alchemist. It's a transmuter, a Zodiac archetype. It's here to help transmute energy. That's something that is going to be so powerful through this Taurus season. Look at this masculine and feminine energy. I love this. You know what, Gemini, I'm going to list up there and down below the album, the yin yang playlist, where I have affirmation for the masculine and for the feminine. I feel with everything that we talked, that would be so good for you to be able to maintain your focus throughout this Taurus season. Cancer, welcome to your messages to stay magnetic throughout Taurus season. Let's see, the cards are coming up for you. Oh, you got an extra. Let's see. All right, we have the Counselor of this energy of water. The Eight of Fire. Interesting. The Queen of Fire. And the Two of Fire. What a lot of fire for you, Cancer. Listen, when there's fire, especially we have this Mars in Leo energy. I feel for you, there is something that you're shifting at a quantum level in terms of your nervous system. You're activating a part of your DNA that might have been dormant. There's things that are being fired up for you, my dear Cancer. You know, releasing also any type of past competition, jealousy, people being jealous of you or whatever, but more because you're bringing that light, that focused light within, and it's making you shine so bright. I feel, my dear Cancer, that some of you, there might be a deep connection to Goddess Kali. I just released her energy and her reading. So that's something that I'm going to post up there and also in the video description if you want to take a look at those messages and learn where your natal Kali is in your chart. Because I feel you are in a place in this Taurus season where you are really almost like acting like your own counselor. You're calming your nervous system down. You're allowing more space and distance from the wounds and reaction from the past, and allowing through that process a renewed fire to burst, to be unleashed. So great energy that's going to help you to counsel yourself, to, you know, observe how you feel and think about things through this month, and that's going to make you very charismatic. Hi Leo, welcome to your messages for this Taurus season. So how are we staying magnetic throughout Taurus season, my dear Leo. Let's see what needs to be said and shared. Needs to be said. That third house energy with Pluto. There's something about your vibe, the people, your interaction, your surrounding. Let's see what's up, my dear Leo. We have faith. Ooh, yes. Keep high vibrational words through this season. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. Keep high vibrational words to let the soil in which you have planted your seeds to bloom throughout the season. And then we have, oh yes, heaven on earth. You saw my throat. Had a bit of struggle here, Leo. Pay attention to your words, okay? The way you speak about your intention, the way you connect with a greater faith in the unfolding of your life, you're going to manifest the things that you have seen from the heaven down into earth, my dear Leo. Wow, that's amazing. A great month ahead. Just stay uplifted in those words. I really feel for you. If that interests you, I'm going to suggest you look into my frequency called the Beacon of Light, because this is a translation of supposedly Jesus and his words as far as the light and how to focus it within, but it ends by sealed in trust and faith. And I really feel that it's going to be highly supportive. I'm going to list it up there and also in the video description. Hi Virgo, welcome to your messages for this Taurus season on staying magnetic. So what are you receiving as a guidance? We have the Queen of Fire, beautiful. Then we have emotion and intellect and love. Oh, wow. Okay, Virgo, there's something in Taurus season about your charisma, about your magnetic field, how attractive you are. Some of you, if you're looking for love or for new romance, that could be someone that you're meeting through Taurus season. It doesn't have to be, or there's just a sense of renewed energy, of emotional fulfillment. What will keep you steadfast in this energy that you're emanating is your heart-mind coherence. You seem to have mastered some parts of you as far as your emotion and your mind. Keep at it. It seems to make you very, very attractive. So whatever is your situation, know that opportunities will unfold. Whatever those goals are for you in Taurus season, you seem to have this it factor. Libra, welcome to your Taurus season messages. How to stay magnetic through this season. Let's see what the universe wants to share with you at this time. Okay. Let's pull some 3 cards for you. All right. We have the Scribe. Ooh la la. J'adore. J'adore. I love, I adore. This is your power of scripting your reality through Taurus season. Wow, Libra. Then we have healing. So you're healing this ability, realizing your potential to write and script what you want to experience as a materialized experience on Earth. And then we have the 9 of air. Okay. There is some illumination, a lot of activation. Some of you, especially with the healing, I feel there's something about your hand chakra. And that could be, when I connect to the hand chakra, there's something about the electromagnetic field about giving and receiving. So Libra, if you did not have good reciprocity in your reality, in your relationships, whether it's to others, it's to your job, to anything, to your own perception of what's outside of yourself. Through Taurus season, take ownership of the power of scripting your reality. Take ownership, take responsibility. As you do this, there is something that is going to be unleashed from this energy. You're going to be much more in flow of receptivity with the divine. Really strong month. And I feel for some of you with a lot of purple, strong crown activation. Your connection to spirit, your connection to your prayers, your intention, maybe some of you working with invocation. I have shared for one of the Zodiac sign already, a yin yang playlist. You'll find it in the video description where there is some affirmation for the divine masculine and for the divine feminine. So that could be also helping you, keep that balance and make the flow of your intention have like no blocks. I feel as some of you, there's something with the mind that has like the way the neurons were put together, maybe something that was said, something that happened, and that creates a resistance for you to receive. Okay, so let that go, surrender it to the divine, affirm great ways. Especially here, I've just noticed this little frog. As you declutter your surrounding, your mind, your emotions, you're going to receive a lot of prosperity, my dear Libra. Hi Scorpio, welcome to your messages for this Taurus season. So how do we stay magnetic through this season, my dear Scorpio? What do you need to hear? Wow, emotion and intellect. Straight to the point for you. A good balance, a good coherence between your mind and your heart. Very interesting. Okay, and then we have, look at this, wow. The 4 of air, but look at this. You're putting things into motion. When you start creating this heart-mind coherence, this is something that I shared in the collective reading. When you turn the light within, there's a certain frequency, brainwave state that you're creating that allows you to put into motion what you focus on, what you set, what you cast into reality, my dear Scorpio. It's very strong for you. And look at this, then the 7 of water. A lot of water to work here with, a lot of flow, and it's inviting you to flow with the intention, as if it's asking you, okay, in the morning, prep yourself, prime yourself for the exact grid of intention that you desire. And then let your reality, as you move through the day, let your reality flow with this intention. Let it show you how to manifest everything that is meant for you. Let it show you how to stay magnetic. And this is where the thing that I happen to listen, it says prime in the morning with your mind, with your affirmation, and go back to it in the afternoon, and at night start journaling so you can kind of see what happened and take accountability for it and rewire the things you want to rewire. So the next day, you're not living the same day out of default. You're actually taking charge. Try this even just 3 days and you'll see how powerful this is. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your messages to stay magnetic throughout Taurus season. What guidance is meant for you to receive? Okay, there we go. We have, the 4 of water. Reflection, mirror, mirror. Okay, then we have the 7 of water. Beautiful energy of gratitude, of flow. And then the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of earth, with planting the seeds. You know what I feel for you, Sagittarius, to stay magnetic is really to look at how your universe is giving you feedback about whether or not you're in flow with the set intentions, the seed that you planted, the things you want to manifest. Pay attention to the feedback. And as you actually get the feedback that shows you are in flow, there's just seems to be, the soil to magically start to produce and reap its rewards. I really feel it. But whenever there is a trigger or there's something that is showing you, I feel misaligned or whatever, use that as a reflection. Use that as a potential, not as a punishment or something negative happening to you. It's happening for you because it's leading you to really be able to get the rewards that you so desire. Hi Capricorn, let's look at your predictions for this Taurus season, how to stay magnetic. All right, wow. We went straight to desire and the Ace of Fire. Beautiful. Look at you weaving your intentions, my dear Capricorn, with the power of your desire, with the power of your life force. You are weaving a new project, a new creation, whatever it is. It feels like there might be a golden opportunity with this golden egg, okay? And then we look at this, the Eight of Pentacles, which is a gratitude card in this deck. This is through your self-mastery, you're able to weave golden opportunities. I feel that it could be more than one, especially some of you, if you're watching this and you're trying to manifest different source of income. I really feel that it could be giving you the ideas or whatever stream of divine intelligence is coming for you, through you, okay? Especially with that third eye activation. You feel very connected to the cosmos. Keep it up, my dear Capricorn. This Taurus season seems to really give you back, I'm hearing. Maybe there was some injustice, imbalance. Taurus season seems to put everything fair and square. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your messages for Taurus season. Let's stay magnetic, shall we, throughout this season? Okay, we have 4 cards for you. Perfect. And it's funny, this did here and this one there. So let's see how that works out for you. We have the 9 of Air. Okay. And then we have the 5 of Water, the 9 of Earth, beautiful, and the 7 of Water. You know, Aquarius, I feel like through Taurus season, you're doing things very differently. You're changing something in the way you used to associate your brain work, how you used to reflect on things. You're using also the power of prayers, not specifically in a religious way, but just when we pray, we're talking to the universe, we're talking to spirit, we're talking to source. But then know one thing, when you stop talking through the prayers, then when you meditate, you're actually listening. So I feel that there's something here about creating more space in Taurus season to stay magnetic, to make sure that not only you talk to the universe through the prayer, okay, more outward, but also listen so you can receive the guidance. There's a certain gift, a gift of awareness, something unique, something about how to approach change. Maybe certain things change in your life, and how to see change through a different pair of eyes. A flow that is meant to support you, a flow that is meant to heal you. There's a lot of golden fish here, so there's a factor here of healing through Taurus season, healing your mind, and receiving, listening to the guidance, listening to the universe speaking to you, through you. Hi Pisces. Oh, wow, welcome to your messages for Taurus season on how to stay magnetic. All right, let's see what we have for you, my dear Pisces. We have the 4 of Water, this energy of reflection, looking within, the energy of love, and the 10 of Water, 10 of Cups, a lot of emotional fulfillment. That's your pathway, my dear Pisces, for this Taurus season. The more you put back this love, the love that you maybe usually giving to others, you're nourishing yourself with. There is this tremendous amount of magnetism that emanates from you because of you caring for how you feel. So through Taurus season, spend time to fill in your own cup, my dear Pisces. This motion inward is going to help you overflow and stay magnetic through that season. Hi, Aries. Wow, you are the only one that got a flying card. How exceptional. Okay, maybe an exceptional month for you this season, in Taurus season. Let's see your recommendation to stay magnetic. We have, the 10 of water, emotional fulfillment. You are a master at emotional fulfillment here this month, my dear Aries. It jumped. You were the only one. Okay, beautiful. Then we have the 8 of water, gratitude. You're using the power of gratitude as your powerful attractor. Love it. And the 3 of fire. Some of you, there might be certain departure through Taurus season. You might go on an adventure, on a vacation, or you're just being expanded in certain ways. There might be different opportunities to make money, to settle somewhere. There might be a move for some of you, all through the power of your connection to the energy of gratitude and your emotional fulfillment. Great job, my dear Aries.